Hello guys, again MehMeeeh here, and today I'm going to show you a camera path tutorial. So first of all, you're going to create something which our camera can fly around. So I'm just going to create a real simple text. I'm just going to call it fly and center it in the middle. Make some caps on it. This is some really basic stuff. You don't need to get this. It's just an idea of something we're flying around. Alright, so the first thing you do when you got your, like your intro ready, is going to create a new camera. And yeah, there are two kind of types cameras we're going to use. There's a camera and a target camera. Well, this target camera is going to always look at the same spot. So if I go into it, I can move it around and it will always look at fly. Always. Well, not at fly, it's going to look at the target, which is right here. So if I move the target, the camera will follow along with it. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a normal camera, so right here, we're going to go into it, and we're going to use the timeline. And the timeline is right here on the bottom. So I'm going to go to the right, add a keyframe by hitting this button right here, going, like 30 frames, and moving my camera all the way to the right. So right here. So now, as you can see, if I hit this keyframe button again, really remember it, it's important. You can see these little, bluish boxes, cubes come up, and these are the keyframes in the timeline. So as you can see, the camera is now moving. So if I go out of the camera, you can see, let's see, you can see the camera is actually now flying along. And when you're selecting the camera, you can rotate it on the outside. So I'm just going to hit the rotate tool. And if I click on this button again, with the camera selected, it's going to change the keyframe. So now it's like really from the side. So I'm going to do it also with 30 frames. So like there. So now we get this really awesome, cool path. And if you go into it, it's just really simple. There we go. So this is like a really basic Campath in Cinema 4D. So now we're gonna render it out. So I'm going to into the camera. I'm going to do render settings, and now we're gonna say the output is gonna be full HD, and we're gonna save it as a movie. So as the AV or QuickTime. I'm gonna use QuickTime with these settings. So just click QuickTime and change it to photo JPEG and set it to 94 or 93. Let's see, 94. This will be the best quality with the smallest file size. So we want to uncheck sound, and now we're going to back to output. The frame range is now in current frame, so it's only going to render one frame, but it's on 30 frames per second, and we want the full 30 seconds to be the animation. So as you can see right here, this is the animation. So this is the preview range, excuse me. So if you drag this back to 30 frames, as you can see now, we get this full, the animation is in timeline, full animation. So back to the render settings, you can go to output and then change the frame range to preview range, which is now 0 to 30. So now you're good to go. You can render this out. So I'll do it real quick. So I'll just gonna save it. Desktop. I'm gonna call it test 1, and I'm gonna hit render. So as you can see right now, it's taking its time, but it's rendering all its frames. So it's 0, 1, 2, 3. And you can preview it by pressing on a timeline right here by pressing the play button, and it's just going to loop until you're done. So it's almost finished. There we go, it's finished. So if I open this up, so hang on, QuickTime is a little bit slow on my computer. As you can see, we get this really basic animation, which you can use in any video editing program as you want. So this is really basic tutorial about the Campath. This is on a request, I did it. So I hope you guys like it. Request more tutorials and I will make them. See ya!